last time on Manifest Destiny, you guys spent the entire session fighting Kushiel, the Archangel of Punishment. Uh, though there were a few close calls, spooky moments, the gang pulled through good maneuvers,
We kicked his ass.
clutch plays. Yeah, you guys did kick his ass, uh, and came out on the other side. We left off as the entire party banded together and jumped through the portal to heaven. So real quick, before I enter this, I'm gonna pull up my notes real quick. I might have to do a little bit of scrolling. So anybody have any questions? Do we want to be reminded about any plot things or ideas that are coming through? I will note that Alexis, Derek, and Icarus are all three here with you guys.
Alexis is totally here. Remember everybody?
Yeah, Alexis. She showed up.
Does anyone need heals? Because Alexis might be able to provide that.
I healed everybody before the session ended.
Yes.
True.
I like the it was mostly me though. Yeah.
They just didn't give me my last point of healing. I'm upset.
It's 1
You can get that yourself.
It's 1
Eat a grape, you nerd.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty
that's
sure
fair.
you
Wait. Can I roll for grapes, Kalen?
What is today?
Roll for grapes.
If it was one more day in game calendar, then you would be able to roll for more grapes. But no.
What'd you say?
If it was
Get shit on.
one day later in game calendar, yes, you would be rolling for grapes.
No
No
grape.
grapes medicine.
Okay.
no,
I don't. How many grapes
way.
did I roll for last time?
I think you rolled 19, and then
You rolled really well.
you used, if not all of them, a majority of them during the Derek fight.
Oh no, those were previous grapes. I just
Uh,
never used before.
Okay.
But you think I got?
Duh. Those were prior grapes.
Wait. So,
Yeah, those are really nasty grapes I've been in my pocket for like
Well-
a month.
So like, yeah, that's the whole thing with the item is that you don't carry over the grapes. So if you had 19 this week, when you roll and you get 15, then the 19 for the previous week go away.
They go bad.
Okay.
They expire.
Yeah, they do expire.
But how many do you think I have, Kayla? Because I don't know, to
If
be
you-
honest.
Think.
I'm gonna say if you don't have it marked in your inventory,
Get fucked.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, okay, well.
Need a
then
grape
I
counter
technically
on the
have
sheet.
it. Then I
You still have the branch.
technically
it's-
haven't rolled for the grapes.
It's because tomorrow would be the day that you roll for the grapes.
Oh, okay.
Today is not a roll for the grapes day. That all being said,
Yeah, kill God, then you can roll for grapes.
anybody else have any concerns or questions or anything?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I'm right there
So
with
what's
you.
our plan going in? Like,
I don't know.
So
We're gonna go in there.
So I mean,
Don't
We're
die.
gonna
I would say first
see
things
life's
first.
manager.
First things first. None of you guys know what to expect in heaven itself. One of you a little bit does, but other than that, most of you have no idea what to expect here.
So we're just walking into heaven?
Yeah, you guys have already walked through the portal, and
Yep.
the big thing here is to find Lekabon. That's the idea. You guys
and
got
then do what?
Either kill her, make her get her on her
We
side.
cook. That's what we do.
Figure it out when we
Make
get
Kale
there.
the new god.
Hasn't really.
How about no?
hasn't
three
really
potential
been
things
resolved.
that you guys know you can resolve this with. You can either convince her to join your side, help out, aka restore her to what she was meant to be, or you can kill her and leave the power vacant and unused, or you can kill her and put someone else in her spot that is more willing to assist you guys.
Okay.
So those are the three options. You guys haven't really decided as a troop. Even Derek said like he doesn't care how it happens. He just needs it to happen. He's leaning towards killing because that'd be the easiest solution in his mind.
Who's mine? Derek or Icarus?
That being said, you-
Derek.
as you guys all pass through these gates,
Thank
you guys kind of see that, like, although there was a stone, like, exoskeleton like shell that you guys have to walk through. As soon as you get inside, this gate is lined with marble and ivory. You all pass through these gates, and a insanely intense light, intense enough to burn your eyes as you walk towards them. And if you were to stare too long, you might cause some damage. And after you guys pass through, moments pass and the blinding lights start to fade. Eventually, you guys feel ground beneath your feet. It's ground unlike the jagged stones of the battlefield you were just at moments ago. Opening your eyes, you're all welcome to a sight that is sightless. For all you witness is a plain of sand as far as the eye can see. They are not dunes, but not dunes like on what you would see in a desert, but flat plains of sand. Beneath you directly, the sand doesn't give. It holds strongly beneath your boots. Amidst the grains, your eyes can pick out crystals of white that hold no reflection, and tan grains that one could pick out of a desert. Grazing your boots across its surface doesn't even disturb the structure you stand upon. In the distance and all around you, you notice juts of structures comprised much the same as the floor here, reaching up towards eternity. As you look up, you truly see no end to the sky above. And as you guys look, reaching down from eternity. Yep. Yeah, so you see pillars reaching down from eternity and pillars that are shooting up into the night. Empty sky. Looking up draws a thought across your minds. The thought that there is no light here. There is not anything, no illumination of any kind. Yet you feel as though you can see forever. The lack of light is quickly accompanied by the notice of a lack of darkness. Colors here seem mute. No blue sky or ivory gate behind you. All colors have been monotonized to a point where when the crystals and grains beneath you don't really seem to have color, just an impression of it. Being as high as you are, you expect wind to ring in your ears, but you're met with complete silence. The steps of your feet don't resound with a thud either. The scent in the air reminds you of dreaming, as if you can imagine it there, but holding no physicality or actual smell. Other than the clothes on your body and the sweat from the battle, you cannot even feel anything around you. That's where you guys find yourselves. And I have a little rendition, a little bit. It's nothing I made, so it's not going to be exact. Okay. Yeah, you guys find yourself on a pillar that looks such as this, and there would be miles of endless eternity of pillars jutting downwards from the sky and upwards from the ground, stretching for as far as you can see. There's no mountains in the distance like there is in the picture. Everything is a flat plain down below. Well, what do you guys do?
I guess I'm fucking
plan to
looking
kill
around.
God?
What was that, Jake?
Well, I just want to see what the plan is from the rest of the party, because Hale plans to kill this god.
Wait, so
we
you
haven't
spoke
had
out
time
loud?
to talk about it.
You spoke out loud, Jake? Or Hale spoke out loud?
Yeah, I spoke that out
So
loud.
as words leave your mouth and you can feel that they reverberate correctly, but it feels as if there is distance between you and your own words. Hearing them clearly, but almost as if through layers of walls. The rest of you experience something much the same. You hear him speak and cannot mistake their words, though it seems faint and far away. The emotion and subtleties of the voice are imperceptible, and all that's left for you to hear is the words themselves, laid bare, making them out as if you're reading text you're describing something plain. So, just to let you guys know, it's very hard to hear each other here. Yeah, you guys hear Hill, but it sounds like he's like speaking muffled through walls, kind of.
A little different than the book.
Jacob sounds the same.
Oh.
It's because he got the eyes.
No, I mean no. All everyone. If you talk.
Oh,
all of you
the
guys
same
sound-
as.
Yeah.
Oh.
The same as Hale.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I
I thought you
didn't.
meant the same as normal.
I was right there with you, Kat. Don't worry.
I wasn't really one for reading the book. Wasn't really one for reading the book.
Well,
Huh?
obviously got a few things wrong.
What?
Oh my god.
It obviously got a few things wrong.
I'm sorry, what was that, Jacob?
I said it got a few things wrong.
Hale.
I can't understand where he's saying. Can you, Victor?
I will say, I'm not going to inflict a penalty for you guys to just simply talk to each other, unless extenuating circumstances happen that, or if you guys get further than 10 feet away from each other, which on the battlefield that'll be an issue.
Okay.
Look,
So I can't just like get really close to Jacob and like whisper in his ear so he can hear me. That's not gonna work.
I will say, if you get that close, I mean, you'd have to speak a little bit. It is possible to have a private word. You're gonna have to adjust the volume because of how awkward it is. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of pandemonium in D&D lore. It's much like that, where it just sounds like things are echoing from far away. Whispers can be perceived. It's just harder to make out what is being said.
Okay.
So yeah, you can speak privately still if you need to.
It's just more trying to actually communicate, but sure.
Yeah, everyone can communicate freely until like shit starts going down. If you guys start spreading out, getting far away from each other, or something happens where you aren't beside each other, that's where communication gets awry.
Alright, so I guess Jacob's just gonna look really frantic around at the group and be like, I don't know what happened the past like 30 minutes to an hour, but I think I just blacked out. What are we just going in here to kill somebody?
I think,
Sort of depends on how that somebody wants to approach things.
I say we kill her.
Okay,
I say we ask questions first. Shoot second.
Last time I said anything to this god, I got shown 1,000 deaths. I'm killing this god.
You guys
To
think
be
she
fair,
can hear
you were
us now?
trash talking.
Trash
No,
talking
you-
doesn't constitute killing someone 1,000 times and showing
No,
them.
it doesn't. But you're acting like you were asking her where the grocery store was, and instead you were dissing her.
Oh.
Well, she deserved it. She trapped us in her weird realm without permission, and then did that to me. How is this okay at all?
I mean, it's not, but
whatever
To be more
whatever the
complicated than you
outcome.
right now.
I'm
Look,
just making sure
saying,
what
I'm on
happened to
team
me
kill
doesn't
god.
happen to any other
Hell,
kids.
Wouldn't it be better to at least speak with an ounce of mercy before we go in with stakes and crosses or whatever?
We may as well dot our I's and cross our T's, Hill, before we go, messing with the balance of the universe.
At least if we talk to him first, we get a chance to like check our surroundings, catch the six, see where they're at,
Alright,
see the
fine.
vibes.
Fine, we'll do some tactical talking.
See, and if things go right, then you can just snow cones or whatever you do.
Just what?
You cannot just snow cones.
Well, I mean, I've gotten snow cones from him before, and let's be real, didn't know where it came from entirely,
another
besides
one?
just to say it. No. We got stuff to do.
That one was made of my sweat.
ew.
Oh,
We can discuss that
Alright,
later.
we-
Food safety's a problem in this group, clearly.
So, anywhere we, need to get going? Victor, you know anything about this place?
Other than they wanted to kill me and don't much take kindly to my general existence.
Yeah, besides all that.
No, I got nothing.
Do I know anything, Chris?
You would know better. So I'm going to let everyone. I mean, everyone can roll a perception check, general about the
Can
location.
I
And Cadence.
Can I roll a-
advantage.
PTSD check for 1,001 times
Damn.
and see if I recognize any structures that were near Giannis or anything like that?
Can you roll a PTSD check? How many times?
He wants for the
Oh,
times
yes,
that
yes. I was gonna say, I thought you wanted to make 1,001 rolls. I was like, what?
No, no.
Is there a risk to this perception check?
Yes, there will be a risk.
Okay, I got 34.
So the risk is gonna be 20.
Oh god, I'm not rolling high. I'm rolling
I
a
can do this.
17.
All right, there you go. I gotta perceive.
20,
But I'm rolling with advantage, so
38, 44. I got 44. I got the eyes.
I got a. Dang. I got a 42.
Okay, make a roll. Ooh.
I got
Okay.
a rock.
I'm rolling with advantage. But I don't know if a tie would count for this. Would a tie count for that? A 14 to proceed? Because it's not like anyone's really defending. Or is it half fail, half succeed? Okay.
So who else is rolling?
I'm rolling.
Make a roll. Ooh. I thought. Damn.
Aha!
Damn.
Wow, I can't
buddy.
believe I got an 18 rolling a 71.
Holy shit, you were rolling a 71?
He's got
That's
that
his
jaw.
specialty.
This is like his thing.
Okay,
He does have magical eyes in his
so other than,
Oh.
other, than
I'd say they're a
Besides that,
little more than fucking magical.
other than Cadence, out of everyone else who succeeded, you guys now have one question that I will answer completely to the best of my ability. And if you ask them that I can't give you a specific answer to with your success, then I will give you an approximation that might lead you to the answer. Cadence, though, you're a unique example here. Your perception check is based on history and what you know of this place, what you've seen before. It is extremely different than it was an eternity ago, 6,000, 8,000 years ago. So
Again, excuse me.
I know. We'll get there. I guess. I don't know.
it is extremely different. The pillars are new. From the moment you saw it, it was just a plane, and the whole thing was almost carved in fancy symmetrical patterns, and that was the big design thing, is symmetry here. Symmetry seems to have been abandoned a long time ago. For everyone else that succeeded, it's hard to notice with the lack of pigment and color in this world, but you start to make out figures in these pillars. The little painting picture I have on screen is a little bit embellished, but within the pillars themselves, you see almost like figures of people. That's the general thing you guys know. All of you who succeeded have one question. You can save it for later or ask me now for something.
I think Victor was staring at Cadence or something. I don't fucking know. He's lost in his own world.
Does there appear to be any kind of like sign of life anywhere?
Okay, yeah, I'll give you the answer here. Yeah, you're standing on it.
Oh,
Standing on what?
Jacob,
standing on the sign of life.
yeah, as you kind of look down at the flakes of salt and sand on this pillar that you guys stand on top of. Yeah, you guys are on top of one of these pillars, if I haven't been clear about that. You can kind of see a glint of a reflection, and within each grain of salt and sand, there seems to be life.
Oh.
Wait,
Could
what are we
I-
rolling for?
Could I
Perception.
peer at one?
General perception of what? Say that one more time, Jacob.
Could I just kind of like peer into one?
Yeah. So you pick one up and look really, really intently into it.
Yeah.
Also, what's the roll for, or what's the risk for perception?
20.
Yeah, 20.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Jacob, if you want to do that, you're gonna have to roll another perception check. Risk of 40 this time.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Damn. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So with your success, let me check just in case. Yeah. So I gave everyone else a question about the area and what's immediately in the surroundings. I'll give you 2 questions. You can save it now, or you can use it now, or save it for later.
You said it was
Zane, whatever
40?
your question was, I can take one of them.
Wait, what?
Weren't you gonna do another roll to find something out?
Well, this is gonna require a new
I'm
roll
peering into
regardless.
something
Yeah,
that has
yeah,
to do with my question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Is
said it
this-
was 40?
Yes.
Yeah. What were the questions I already asked? So I don't...
Score
Oh shit.
platinum
Jacob-
magnify.
Jacob's asked one question, and it was if there were any signs of life, and the answer was yes. He was standing on them.
Okay.
It was all the. So
that's
as you kind of peer in, I have a question. Do you peer into a grain of salt or a grain of sand, Jacob?
Sand.
So normally there's almost like an extremely fine detail that the eyeball can't pick up on a grain of sand. You don't know if it's to do with your recent development with your artifacts in your eyes, or just the special nature of this. And as you look, you can see the edges of the grain of sand here, and you start to see flashes of images.
I have a question.
Oh, yes.
What is the most notable structure that isn't this giant column in the middle?
I will answer that as soon as I finish Jacob's answer right quick.
Okay, sorry.
So, yeah, as you peer into this, what you notice is a man. He looks like he's dressed in a tunic, a little bit colorful. He appears to be kind of living with his head kind of buried into cold stone, his skin gaunt. Looks like he's been starving for quite a while in a dungeon somewhere. You see a human man living seemingly within this grain of sand. So
I don't like this place.
Fiora, regarding structures other than the pillars, so there are thousands, millions, an uncountable amount of pillars as far as you guys can see. All of them have unique little ridges and structures. A lot of them have very smooth surfaces, but there is something that breaks up the silhouettes of the pillars far, 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 far in the distance.
Oh shit, okay.
It is strange. It appears to be... So, as I've stated, there are pillars that are jutting up from the ground and down from the sky. As they...
Okay.
You see one set of pillars in the distance, 2 that are perfectly symmetrical with each other. One coming straight down and one going straight up right at each other. And in the center, it forms a sphere. And the bowl...
Is that either where Lycabon is or where Giannis is?
Or is that a question that you're asking?
No, sorry, it was an observation.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And instead of a second question, can I actually use that second part of the perception to see if there's anybody on the perimeter?
Yeah, I'll allow that. So, since you succeeded, there is currently no one on the perimeter that seems hostile or notable. It's... I'll say it will that will carry on for a while. So you'll be keeping a watch out for anything that could possibly sneak up on you guys for a little while.
Yeah, Dream Team. I'll watch our backs.
Does anyone else with a question want to ask a question now or save it for later?
I'm saving mine for later.
Sweet.
Back pocket.
Did he go around
I
or
want
save it?
to ask about where. If, I want to know where if there's any signs that point to Giannis. That's what Hale's worried about.
Okay, so you used specifically your shit going on. So I will say, this is going to be an answer that you probably didn't want, but at the same time is going to help.
Okay.
You're not able to exactly see where Giannis is, but what you remember a mountaintop. Now that you're here, you know for a fact you were in this dimension, but you were on a mountaintop. There are no mountains as far as you can see, and as I've stated before, there's no light or no darkness here. You can theoretically see forever in any direction, and there's no mountains.
Giannis has a Mordekaiser ult.
I'll also give you that with you looking around and seeing that pretty much this entire dimension is made out of this salt and sand, you know for a fact that the mountain that you were on in your visions back then was made of salt and sand also.
Anybody see a mountain around here?
Um,
Because we need to avoid
not
that.
quite. There is a weird structure with a pillar and two sideways pillars going into it. That's something of note. Otherwise, this is really weird. It's like a petrified forest.
Haven't seen anything large. I'm just focusing on what's small here. He's still looking into the.
Your special eyes see anything?
What is it, Jacob? Why are you just staring at this piece of sand?
You want to take a look?
Hell looks at it.
You do know that they have to pass a perception check of 40 to see within the
Yeah.
sand. So
But we'll see if I pass or not.
Yeah, make a roll.
XP farm.
Dear God.
Actually, no, I believe in you. No fail, Hale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as he's like trying to check it out, Jacob's just gonna say there's life within these sands.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
Oh my God, make a roll. I should institute a rule if like one person succeeds in a group thing, there's no reason for anyone else to roll for the same thing.
Wait, while they're doing this, can I walk up to Jericho real quick?
Oh no.
Risk is 40.
The risk is 40?
Yes.
Okay. What's my XP for that?
I'll check 1 second. Yeah, Hale,
Thank you.
you gaze at the sand and you see nothing but a grain of sand.
Jacob, those eyes making you crazy or something that you're just staring at a piece of sand?
I know what I see, damn it.
Really? What do you see?
But I see a man alone. Starving.
Okay, maybe you are getting old.
Yeah.
You take a look, damn it.
No, don't stare at his weird sand. Don't humor this. We do not need him going insane right
Pick
now.
up one, anyone. And I think Jacob's gonna pick up a grain of salt.
Bro, I'll try the thing too. Is there
I
a
want to
40,
pick up
right?
some salt.
Everyone go ahead and make a roll. Hale, you cannot roll again, no.
That's
Jacob,
fine.
you
Is
do not
perception
need to roll
again?
Yes, it's perception, but
Okay.
risk of 40 this time. You do not need to roll a second time. I'll see what people see.
Oh, I'm rolling a fucking 9.
Jesus H.
While we're doing these rolls,
Okay.
Jericho,
Your
I
XP
do
was
want to
40.
apologize for my outburst last time. This worked out a lot, and I'm sorry I didn't trust you there.
Jericho's gonna look pretty disheveled by this apology and he's gonna look at you pretty discerned and just be like, we'll talk about it later and just look away.
Okay, I'll keep my distance. I'll give you your space.
Thank God. Victor.
That's a lot of XP,
My
Cadence.
boy, my son, Victor.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so
I'm not going crazy.
Jericho,
SpongeBob.
conversation later.
Hale defecated through a
Cadence,
sunroof.
your XP is 45.
No, I am not slipping Jimmy.
God, there's still a lot of XP. You got 6 out of that.
Merit's Cadence, XP Farm.
So, quick question, Fiora and Victor. What do you
Hi.
guys pick up? A grain of sand or a grain of salt?
I'm picking up a salt.
I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess I don't know. I guess he picked up fucking sand. I don't fucking know, dude.
Okay. So Jacob.
Is there even like a visual difference, or is it all just like white
Yeah.
grain?
So
Oh, okay.
like I said, there is a lack of pigment in the air. It's just the impression of a difference. There's details about salt and details about sand that you can subconsciously pick up, but normally you can't quite tell why you can tell the difference, but you know the difference.
Okay. Well, yeah. Victor will grab whatever Jacob. I think Jacob picked up some salt just now. So Victor will grab some salt.
Okay, so all three of you pick up salt?
Yeah.
So-
Seems like that.
Jacob, you see what looks to be a man holding a blade clad in armor from head to toe made of iron and steel, fighting on a battlefield. He rides on a horse, cleaving his foes, and as he finishes a cleave, he looks back and sees that his day has been won, and his heart fills with joy
Cassio,
and
question mark?
happiness. No, this is a human man.
Oh,
Fiora, you look through and see what appears to be maybe a philosopher sitting in almost kind of a lounge surrounded by marble, looking out at the world, sitting and thinking, feeling the wind on his face and smelling the fresh air of Rome, you believe? Ancient indeed, but you sense an innate feeling of happiness from this man.
Okay,
These aren't
Jacob
the
is
Saints,
not
are
to
they?
know.
What was that?
Sorry, these aren't the Saints, are they?
No.
Okay.
There's this, out of the millions of pillars of salt and sand in here, there's not that many saints.
These might be souls who've passed on to heaven from the past. It was gonna be what I'm gonna say to the group.
Okay.
But yeah, Jacob, you're not crazy. I see it.
Victor, you do yourself see a woman playing a sonata before a crowd, probably not even that long ago, it looks like, and you can see that she truly feels belonging upon that stage and the spotlight on top of her. You feel happiness from her.
It seems as though not all the residents here are in a happy state, though. Pick up a grain of sand and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, for the two that succeeded, you can look at a piece of sand. From now on, I'll say anyone that's trapped in a piece of sand is experiencing the worst moments of their lives. Anyone trapped in salt is experiencing the best moments of their lives.
You know, I'm not very well versed in Christianity because I hate religion, but this feels more like purgatory than heaven.
Yeah, this is really fucked up, actually.
Yeah.
Hail, want
Guys,
some
please
salt?
watch each other. This could be dangerous.
Wait, what'd you say?
Hail, lick some salt.
Oh,
You gonna lick it?
Oh.
Those are
Yeah.
people.
It has no taste.
Oh.
I don't see any people in this thing.
Hail. What is?
that's respectful.
You just ate a soul.
What, Sand?
That could have been your grandma.
You guys are crazy. I'm looking at a piece of sand.
You're the crazy one who picked up salt off the ground and decided to put it in your gob.
Hell, this
Someone
is
told you
that?
This is obviously
Your
not
soul then,
normal
or
salt,
whatever.
hell. Look around us. This is not normal.
Someone tells you there's a human in that salt, and your first thought is to lick it. You are fucked up.
What if you just consumed that soul? What if they're
What
gone
does
now?
it taste like, Kaylin?
Nothing.
It's flavorless.
You said it didn't taste like anything.
Well, it doesn't taste like anything, so that person was pretty bland.
All five senses are muted here. Like, you guys still have all five senses, but they're muted. Like I said, you don't feel wind even that you're miles above the ground.
This is like an evil
I would
diminuendo.
say you talk big now, Hill, but in like 2 hours, you're gonna feel some real bad stuff in your tummy. You have the worst poop of your life.
This could be one of your
You have to
1,000
pass a
deaths.
full person.
Okay.
That's a lot of
Um,
calories, Hale.
Chris.
Yes.
Uh,
Keto. That's not keto.
Definitely not keto diet. Right there.
I think Victor wants to make sure he could still do his magic here.
Yeah. You can spend 1 mana to give it a little test. Do you just make
Yeah.
a little image or something?
Yeah, he would just make like a deck of cards float like flow between, like a magic trick where they flick it all between. He just does that, just to make sure it actually still works.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, as you do so, you spend that 1 mana, and yeah, your magic works.
Cool.
I think we should
Not
move on
suppressed
before. I think we should move on before Hale decides to get any more good ideas about licking
You
the
see
ground.
Hale,
Yeah,
please don't
salt
overdose
water.
on the heavenly salt.
I will state this because it is a fact that the party has learned. Well, I guess everyone except Jericho would have heard this straight from Sarah. Sarah lets you guys know that within a hubris's own dimension, they are much greater attuned and knowledgeable about what is happening within them. I'm
I
not
think
saying.
they already know we're here.
Yeah, it's you don't know if they know for sure, but you could assume so. I will say that you guys
At the very
know
least,
that.
they detect a presence.
We
That's
must
a
turn.
fair assumption. I'll say that you guys can fairly assume that that might be the case.
Victor, how much energy do you have right now? I mean, mana.
I feel pretty good.
Do you think we can get concealed, or at least maybe Jacob gets concealed because he has the eyes?
I could give him normal eyes, yeah.
I'm not sure if
But also, do you even think that would matter?
Actually, no, I don't think it will. You're right.
Feels like to me
Bond's
that
gonna
it's
know.
yeah. If I had
I
to
say
guess,
we just face the music, so to speak. Head
Yeah.
on forward.
About to be a rodeo.
I do have a bone to pick with my grandmother.
Yeah, let's have a nice chat, shall we?
Okay. I will state with that structure you found in the distance, there's 2 major obstacles between the party and it. First obstacle is that you guys are on top of a pillar right now.
Oh.
And if you look down, it seems miles down. This is not a small height.
OMG, the magic carpet again, guys.
I was
Yeah.
except for that, hold on. That only fits like 2 of us.
Okay,
You can
then there's
make
also
multiple trips.
Argos. We got Argos with
Argos
the
isn't
I
here.
don't-
shoes.
It lasts-
Here.
It only
I
lasts
got
1
kidnapped,
minute.
remember?
Yeah.
Okay, damn it.
Yeah, Chris had the wherewithal to properly balance the magic carpet.
Well, you also did have the chance to travel back down and grab Argos, but you chose not to. I remember you saying you didn't want to because you were scared.
Well, I mean, look, I don't think Argos needs to be in heaven.
Argos is Giannis food.
That's like-
low-key.
You know, I don't feel like being the one to bring my horse to heaven, if you know what I mean.
The farm up north.
Anyways, so
The glue factory.
Cadence, you're gonna use the magic carpet, and you guys are gonna make multiple trips.
I mean, why not, right?
I mean, as far as you guys are aware, there's no.
It only
no,
lasts-
no rush.
It only lasts for a fucking minute.
that is true. The minute timer.
I get 1 minute a day, and up to 3 people.
1 minute a day.
And it's slower if I have more people on it. Yeah, like I said, Chris remembered to actually fucking balance it.
Can we make a perception check to find a way down?
You
Because that's a different
You still
situation.
have one question.
Oh yeah, is there a way down this pillar?
Fiora, as you kind of like shimmy towards the ledge, you manage to knock off a little chunk of salt and sand from the edge, and as it starts to fall, as it turns and succumbs to gravity, you see gravity change for it, and it falls back down to the pillar that you guys are standing on.
Like, if I shifted my weight, instead of falling down, it falls towards the pillar?
Are you asking like if you took a step over the ledge?
Guys, gravity might be different here. We might be able to just legitimately walk on the side.
Can I take some of the sand on the pillar and just like throw it out and see what pathway it forms?
Ooh, that's smart.
A pathway? Are you doing the Elden Ring shit where you just throw like sparkling gems?
Yeah.
or the Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
Real.
I do that. I go, oh, sand and salt.
So no.
And then-
There's no invisible pathways in the air. Like it's falling straight towards the ground, and then suddenly gravity changes for it, and down becomes towards the pillar for the sand.
Fuck it, I have chains. I'll walk off the
So
edge.
here, I'll make a little drawing for it. Yeah, you could. Yeah.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. So like sand falls here, and then suddenly goes back to the pillar.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick one for the team. I'm gonna just step off.
Yeah. So you are, just in case, making a little chain thing for safety if it doesn't work.
We're gods, right?
Yeah, I'll take a mana for that.
Yeah, it's just spend 1 mana. As you take a step off, you've fallen from heights, but this, looking down, if this doesn't work, you have a little bit of safety with the chain behind you, but still, with recent experiences also, 100%, if this doesn't work, this could be the end of Fiora.
Yeah.
And you feel that sense of when you start to fall from a higher than safe place, your stomach drops.
Oh, butterflies.
Then you have an incredible just spinning sensation for your vision with vertigo and all of its entailed little symptoms as gravity changes for you, shifts to where down is now the side of the pillar.
Oh, I'm gonna throw out my
And
equilibrium.
all of you guys watch as Fiora
Oh, ain't that
stands
funny?
vertical. Kind of like Argos walking up a cliff.
Ooh. This happened
that's
in Blacklight
interesting.
once. This is sick.
Here, let me give it a go.
Yeah, come down here.
I think
I'll catch you.
Jacob just kind of like slowly scoots towards the edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I was feeling a lot braver just about 2 seconds ago.
This is like, there's one thing about not being afraid of heights, and then there's always a certain level of like distance that you look down at and you're like, this isn't right, this isn't normal.
The human element.
Yes, your entire brain is rebelling against you with the idea of stepping over this ledge.
And I think Jacob's gonna put like, he's gonna kind of like scoot. Like he's gonna get down on his like on his butt, and he's gonna kind of like scoot like
Oh jeez.
over
You
the
just, like,
side.
ease it over the edge.
Oh,
You're like get into the deep end of the pool.
Hale pushes them.
Oh!
I was hoping somebody was gonna do it. Caden's
Got
gonna
it
do
right.
it because it's not in her character, but I was hoping Hale was going to.
That's hell coded as fuck.
I think when he does that, Jacob just kind of like flails a little bit.
Yeah, you flail.
Like, what are you doing?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I push him over the edge because I know he's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
Wow.
You get that sense of vertigo and everything kind of spins for you for a second, but eventually you find yourself sitting on the ledge again, but now all the rest of the party is kind of standing vertical, and then you kind of look backwards and see the ground way down below you.
hey, Hale. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
sorry, I might have given you an old heart attack, huh? Oh man, sorry about that.
Don't ever do that again.
You're fine.
You guys
It's
watch
my only chance to
Icarus.
push you off a cliff.
Oh,
You guys watch Icarus just kind of look over the side of the cliff, and he just jumps over.
Hell yeah.
he's got yeah. Oh.
Alright, y'all.
Yeah,
Derek, don't break a leg. We're chilling.
yeah.
You old
Victor
ass.
will extend a hand out to Cadence. Shall we?
Yeah, she grabs it and she is covering her eyes with her other hand. She's like, yes! Let's just do it!
Yeah. All right.
Rip that bandage off.
And they'll go down.
Alright. Jacob watches that happen and like sighs and grabs his own hand. And is like, I guess I'm taking myself.
Oh my god.
Jericho needs a victor in his life.
Oh, we all.
We all need a
Hale
victor, man.
a hand out to Alexis.
Oh yeah,
Those are you ready?
I was about to say
Oh.
that you can see like some beads of sweat and like her shaking a little bit at the idea of stepping over this ledge, and
She might be afraid of heights.
she does take your hand, and you've seen this look on her before, specifically in the dark, and you see that she kind of steadies herself a little bit with your hand.
Aw.
It's okay. You trust me, right?
As
Aw.
much as I have to.
I say you probably shouldn't.
What's the happen?
Hale pulls her off with him.
Oh, and then she like the sensation happens with both of you, and then you notice like she's grabbed your other like your entire arm with both of her hands for like safety, and as you guys kind of stabilize, she kind of and she like lets go and readjusts herself. Thank you.
All right,
You're
Derek.
welcome.
You gotta overcome
Hale
your Varicose
observed
here.
for a second, and then he throws up.
Yeah.
Aw, poor Hale.
You're throwing
Yeah.
up a lot.
Yeah.
He
I
can't
don't- I love it.
So yeah, as you guys all stand on top of this pillar of salt and sand, down below is a bit of a trek, and then the second obstacle I was going to mention is this. There is a great distance between you and the formation in the distance that Fiora pointed out.
Can we roll a speed roll?
Yes.
Can I buff the party?
Oh, okay. I'll wait.
I.
They're about to Lucio boost us.
Um, 68. Let me come up with a rhyme real quick.
Make it just bad enough so you get +1 and make it a 69.
Oh shit.
Make it one of those high school Eminem raps.
Eminem rap.
Okay. I'm in heaven, but I won't say a prayer. Instead, I'll sing and have us walk fast on air.
I'll give a +2 for that.
Yeah.
But you gave the last one +1? What?
I guess it was a better bar.
Look, the main thing that keeps Catherine back from getting bigger pluses is the delivery of it all. She delivers it like a fucking 8th grader that's giving a.
Holy moly.
Oh, how much of a boost is
So,
that?
oh yeah, I gotta ask. Are you trying to? You're doing this to the whole party?
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
then
we all
it's-
need to be there.
Then it is 7 mana cost, and you guys get 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. So you guys get a +8 to your speed roll. So just whatever your speed
Okay,
is,
brother.
1d, whatever, and then add the 8 to that number.
That's nice. So it's just a flat +8.
Aw.
Wait, no, guys, it's a plus. It's a
No,
flat
they
+8.
did it right. They did it right. They did it right. You have it wrong, Catherine.
Oh, so it's not a flat +8.
No, it's not.
Add
Okay.
8 to your die.
Yeah,
Oh, well, that's so much worse. I wouldn't have done it if that was what it was.
Oh, good job, Jacob.
Wait,
Because that's not a guaranteed bonus.
hold on. Can I summon the rhino and have a bunch of people jump on?
That would be a speed boost.
I'm gonna say no one can ride a single mount more than 2 people. I maybe 3 since the rhino's a bit bigger. But yeah, I'd say 3 people could ride the rhino.
Is it a slash or a dash?
I think it's a slash.
I don't want to make the mistake and get judged.
Slash.
I'm
Because
judging you
you
now
will.
for asking.
I was gonna say, how dare you fucking ask? The fact that you needed to ask is
You're
Okay,
right.
Jericho's get on the
worthy
rhino.
in and of itself.
Maybe me, Jericho, and Hale can go on the rhino.
Yeah, maybe that's the. Maybe that's
Those are the 3
the.
lowest rolls.
Yeah.
So roll the speed of the rhino.
What's the speed of the rhino?
It should.
I don't know.
It's slower than a horse. Let me check my notes.
I love that there's a
Definitely
rhino
quicker
mount.
than a person.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
quicker in person. Well, it depends on the fucking person. You guys are like
Nah.
fast as fuck now.
Yeah, true.
Fuck boy.
So speed.
I'm an Olympic
of-
sprinter.
Speed of 60.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Horses have a speed of 75.
nice.
68 technically for this roll.
That rhino is faster than Victor.
Yeah.
You said
Yeah, that
65?
makes sense.
Imagine not being faster than a rhino or a horse.
Then animals
Much
known
better.
for their speed.
Still outspeed them, Lamar.
Imagine not being faster than a rhino.
Yeah, but
or
Fiora
a
is just
horse.
built different.
Okay, fair.
Just built different.
Constructed alternatively.
Okay.
Also, the rhino honestly did better than all of us. That's great. Good job, rhino.
Okay, so yeah, you three jump on the rhino. Jericho, you've seen the rhino before, right?
I don't think I have.
Oh my god.
This is a pretty. I mean, I'm in heaven, so I'm not too
no.
perplexed. Like anything could happen.
Unicorns, they're real.
As you guys like start walking down this pillar, I absolutely want to see this role played. Hale, you gotta propose it to Fiora and Jericho. I want to see this all role played out. Hale.
Okay.
You know, I don't know why we're trying to walk. And he's gonna pull out the rhino card and say, "Rhino reappear."
Huh?
Oh hell yeah! I've always wanted to ride this bad boy.
You may have read about rhinos before, Jericho. This is the first. This is not even supposed to be in America, as far as you understand. But out of what looks to be a playing card, a fucking rhino starts to grow, and then plant itself against the pillar.
What the fuck is that? That an angel?
Rhino.
What? Huh?
He is. Everest is an angel. He's a good
I think
boy.
Why did you
He's
have
so
that?
What? Buddy, did you eat something? Huh.
Oh,
You want
the
me
rhino
to
has a
get
poor
on that
tummy.
thing?
I think that's just the sound they make, Hale.
I don't really know too much about. I just know it's a rhinoceros. That's all I really know.
Well, my buddy Roosevelt told me a lot about him.
Oh, that's cool. He has a pet rhinoceros.
Well,
Jericho, it's a real life.
it wasn't a pet.
What do you mean, wasn't a pet?
It was more like a trophy type situation.
Oh.
Oh, I cover it a near. Don't listen to him. I'm sorry. It's okay.
Great.
Alright,
Now the
well-
rhino's anti-Teddy Roosevelt.
Anti-America.
You look like you
Rhino's a
could use a
communist
ride.
now.
You look a little bit freaked out by this. You want to hop on this thing?
It'll be a ride of your life, Jericho.
I'm the gentleman.
I'm like trying to get on it, but I can't really reach the top, so I'm like jumping up like a kid trying to grab candy that he can't reach. Come
Jericho,
I'll
on!
throw you up.
It's gonna be about the most normal thing you're gonna see.
If you allow it, I'll extend a hand.
Like, I'm not entirely perplexed that this is here, but I don't get y'all. And then,
Honestly,
like,
Halo,
crawl.
I think the rhino needs a ladder.
Most
Yeah,
don't.
that would be. Wait, can I look through nightmares?
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
Because Victor shoved a ton of random stuff in there. All
Yeah,
right,
he took out his card.
you got something ladder-like for me, buddy? And he sticks his hand in there.
Yeah, there's like a little bit. It's a little short. It's only about like 6 feet, but it kind of like drapes over the rhino nicely. It's like a rope ladder a little bit.
Oh hell yeah, Nightmare.
Well, there we go.
There we go, Jericho, hop on.
All right, and I just like get up there. This is really weird, but
It is heaven.
No,
yeah.
this isn't even heaven stuff. This is just on Earth.
True.
What? Where is this?
Yeah,
I've never seen one of
So
these.
you're
before.
saying that heaven is a place on Earth? Man, it sounds like I could write a song right now.
Huh.
What happens on Earth stays on Earth.
We could
Yeah.
co-sign on it,
We're
Kaden.
all starships.
I hope you guys know my notes page for this season is called "Heaven is a Place on Earth."
Oh hell
Oh
yeah.
God.
So good.
Bing, bing.
Yeah. Anyways,
Heaven is a town in North Dakota.
so yeah, as you guys all embark a little bit, you guys got a little bit of a ways to go. So I want anybody have any conversations they want to have. I know I have a couple NPCs that want to talk to people.
I guess it'd probably be a good idea to deal with that Fiora conversation before I probably die.
Yeah, you guys are you guys are both on the.
I
back
know
You
you
guys are
don't
all
really
there
know
together.
me, and I'm sorry that I've just been kind of a stuck-up bitch towards you. Okay, it's been a hard couple of weeks.
You know, I want to forgive you, I really do. But it's just really frustrating when you find a group of people, they seem so perfect together, and then in the span of like 24 hours, one of them just goes at batshit insane and treats you like shit when you just appeared.
I've been dealing with a lot of trauma, and I think with Derek showing up, it really spilled over. Especially since even in this state right now, I kind of still agree with him still. So it's just sometimes people are flawed, and I'm definitely the most flawed in this group.
I mean,
And
I don't
you
know.
see-
I'm
This is gonna have to work
that
on.
hell is right
Yeah,
here.
Hale can.
No, I think I'm worse than Hale, and I'll say that confidently. Hale, you have a bright future with your new angel. I still
Look.
have a demon attached to my soul forever.
I want Jericho
Well,
to
not
get like,
both.
I want Jericho to get
Here.
like hand on up. What are you doing, Hale?
I'm your own personal angel, Fiora. Don't worry about it. I'm the angel family. I'll bring us all together.
Oh.
Yeah. Jericho, if you accept it, I'd like to give you a hug. I'm really sorry. You didn't deserve.
I'll accept your apology. I'm just not a touchy person.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I just nod my head. I'll give you a handshake though, and I put my hand out.
Yeah, I'll give you a handshake.
Okay.
All right. And then we shake hands. I want it to be a stern handshake. This better not be weak sauce. All right.
Oh no, I'll make sure it's a stern. Like not in a bad way, but like in a wholesome way. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
This is
I
the most
respect it.
hostile handshake.
I'm gonna break your fingers. No, I'm kidding. That's some Hale shit.
Oh,
That's some Hale
You're
shit.
gonna do that thing where you like move their
Whoa, I don't
knuckles.
break people's fingers.
You freeze your
Whoa.
fingers. What do you mean?
Okay. Well, yeah.
Freeze your hands. You did that to Jericho when you first met him.
Done it like
Look, at least
twice,
you didn't see me stab that one guy's eyes out, okay?
but you said it.
Does Hale just
I mean,
say
you
that?
didn't see it,
So
though.
as you guys kind of link hands and put a good handshake between you.
Yeah.
A little kumbaya.
Nice.
The
I'm
rhino-
really trying to be a better person, okay?
And that's all that matters as long as you're trying.
But there was also like a voice in my head who was fucking me up, so like I think it'll be a lot easier now.
That's good.
I don't like when people fuck with my mind, I'm sorry.
I didn't hear that last part.
No, and if anything, that's why I apologize. I think you were doing it for the greater good, and I was just a tool towards that.
Yeah, I just wanted people to live. And,
I think
it
you
seemed
chose
like
the
the
best
route we were
option.
going was the best way to make sure we'd live.
I think the only reason why we were so against it is like they were our supposed allies, but now we get to keep them alive and keep ourselves alive, so it ended up working out. I
Yeah.
hope Gabriel's fine though. We
Working
kind of
out
just
for
left him
now.
there. You think Gabriel's gonna be alright?
Oh, he's probably fine. He just teleports occasionally sometimes, so
He needs to catch his breath a bit.
I think he was kosher dill.
Use that Dio teleportation.
And by the way, you're not dying on my watch. I heard that comment. You're sticking with us, okay?
I want Jericho fast as fuck to grab both of Fiora's wrist and like look really carefully, and he just goes, "Fiora, you don't have a watch."
Wait,
what? Wait.
Hale starts laughing.
Hell, I mean, if you're, he's right. You don't have a watch.
Holy fuck.
He got you there, Fiora.
Damn, I need to bling out. I have like 5 rings and like 2 necklaces, but no watch. You're so right.
You have like 5 rings and 3. Oh no, you guys got rid of the pendant for the puzzle. It was.
Man,
Yeah.
you know, I need some rings like that. That looks pretty sick.
Look, the bling is pretty
Oh,
nice.
not like this one though. It'll stab your finger. Don't. I don't even
Oh.
know what this thing does. McDoon gave it to me. It sucks.
Actually, Jericho, do
You
you have
seem to
any way
mess
to
with a lot
defend
of things
yourself
that you don't know
still?
what they
Because
do.
I can actually gift you something for this upcoming
Um,
situation.
I do still have gun, right? I don't know if that really counts as
Yes.
defense. That's more
Oh,
offense.
I gave you Bailey's gun. Yeah,
I really should write that down somewhere.
You should.
You know what, Jericho?
it's a
I'm
level
gonna
6.
pull
It's
out-
called the Big Iron.
I'm gonna give him a nod rod with my mana on it too.
Oh shit!
I already-
Jericho's packing heat now.
It's already charged.
Jericho's packing.
Yeah.
Watch out.
So you have a revolver and nod magic. I think that'll help you out now.
Okay, and I can always just like soul vaccinate someone if I have to.
Yeah. That's one way to put it.
Oh.
Soul vaccinate. That's lovely.
Soul vaccination.
Wait,
How
Jericho,
about
could you do something with the
vaccination?
souls? Or sand on the ground? Whatever you guys think that stuff is.
We're still just riding down this rhino on the side of the pillar, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
long journey.
And I just look back at him, I'm like, not at the moment.
Well, don't
Maybe
worry, I
later?
put some in my pocket. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
Pocket sand.
I look around and I'm like, is this a good idea?
Only
What
if
is this
you
gonna...
trust it. Only if you feel comfortable.
Well, you see, normally, like, whenever I go vaccinate the soul or whatever, I have to, like, have an idea of what to do. Like, what we want out of it.
To
But
be
what's
fair,
the point
Hale,
of
it's
touching
just some
this?
grains of sand. Like, I don't blame Jericho if it doesn't have a connection.
Oh.
I mean, do you want to try and use your ability on the sand?
I mean, out of character, I'm more so just, like, try to see with the group what exactly I should be looking for. Because if I just touch the sand, what's gonna happen?
We don't know.
So looking for something specifically.
Because, like,
Yeah,
when I soul
You feel
touch...
emotions,
Maybe-
right? Yeah.
Could you, like, alter it or something? To where, like, they even come out of the sand or something random? Or, like, change their suffering even?
Ooh, that would be kind of smart. Like if you took a piece of sand, the ones that are like in eternal pain, and tried to make them feel better.
Okay,
Mhm.
so
See
the
what
ones you
happens.
just gave me are these sad boys, and I'm like shuffling them.
There's
Well,
some
let's
sad
come on
marbles,
back.
yeah.
All right, all right, I cup them in my hands as if I'm the main character from the Green Mile about to heal somebody, and I'm like, I crush in my hand. I don't crush in my hands. I just hold them really close, and I start to do my soul thing. All right, that's what I'm gonna attempt to do. And I guess I'm gonna just be like, I want you to like have a sense of happiness.
Okay. Yeah. Make a roll, risk a 0.
Okay.
Oh.
This is gonna be mental, right?
Yes.
All right, over the page under the unknown. Can this be
Or,
part of the
sorry, no,
ship, part of the
this is
crew?
blood. This would be blood.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is it? I'm doing this for the group. All right. I didn't come up with this idea on my own.
I'll agree with the circumstances, yeah.
I think
I'm gonna say sensory
I.
overload, because this would...
Oh yeah, the sand on my hands is too fucking much, huh?
this is
Oh.
other-
I hate sand. It's irritating.
It's
everywhere.
coarse and rough.
Yeah. Jericho, for real.
fucking hate that.
So I'm rolling.
Now you watch out. You watch out for Jericho around the younglings.
Oh no.
Night out.
That could mean multiple things, and I don't like any of them.
Those orphans don't stand a chance.
Anyways.
38.
Risk a 0.
Oh.
Just seeing how high you roll for this. So, while... you just do a handful, or you do it on a specific grain of sand?
I'm just gonna do a handful at once. Just be like,
Okay, sensory overload definitely comes in as like you've definitely never like, because this is potentially hundreds and hundreds of people that you're looking in and feeling the soul of all at once, and that feeling is like your sensations are split between all hundreds of those people, and as you look at each one, you can see an anchor tied to each one. Anchor might be the wrong word. You can see or feel or sense. It's almost like a sixth sense that you have, that there's something tied around each one, a string, a strand, and it leads. And if you follow where it leads, you start to notice that you're not the only one looking at these souls.
Oh.
And a soul that you mingle with, experience with, that's beyond human, becomes over-encompassing. And you follow those strands up to the wielder, and you see someone steadily kneading these strings into a weave. And they slowly turn their head and look at you, Jericho.
Oh
and you're
shit!
snapped out of it.
I want to throw the sand down like fucking instantly.
Are you okay?
Whoa, that's my sand, Jericho, or souls, whatever.
Those are your
Wait,
souls
what?
to just tank hail for starters.
What, I mean, what's
Ayo?
gonna happen? I mean, they're just going for a joyride.
Hell, they're fucking get the joyride of their life right now after what I just saw.
I'm really
Oh, they
sorry
are just-
then.
There's something going on with these. They were like, I don't know, I saw the fabric between them, and there were these people.
Heaven is not the paradise it once seemed.
So yeah, all the hundreds, each of them had a string tied around them, and it all led to one being that was above them all, kneading it
Like a
all together into one weave. And that figure is what looked at you and snapped out of it. And as that happens, the party here, you guys enter the actual ground part of heaven now. You guys are on the plain, and like I said before, it's impossibly flat. It's like a desert without dunes. There's no shift in the surface here. It's like someone took a press and just put it flat against it all and compressed all the sand and salt together here on the ground. Jericho, with that roll and the fact that you did it, I literally put this in my notes. If you used your ability on the sand, you are acutely aware that this party is being watched directly.
Can I, like, look around? Just be like, try to see him, I guess.
Yeah, you can look around. Make a perception check. I'll let you make a perception check.
Okay. Is this also gonna have sensory overload?
No.
Okay. I guess Keen-Eyed would definitely work here, huh? Alright, I'm doing a 44.
Okay. Risk. Let's say risk of 35.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I got tiny fingers.
Nah, they working. Ooh, they working though.
Yeah. So
Who watches The Watchmen?
you have something unique now with your. You intertwined with whatever was watching those souls, whatever was weaving their souls, a little bit, and you can see strands of fate. And you see strands of fate attached to you and every other living soul that is around you. I think there's 10 of you guys. All 10 of you. Even the rhino has a strand attached to them. All being pulled along to that structure in the distance with the sphere.
Can I, like, feel it? Can I grab it? Is it tangible?
So yeah, you kind of reach out, and there's like a dissonance with your brain and your hand, as you 100% should be grabbing it, but your hand just goes straight through it.
Whoa.
Does anybody else see this little thing here? And I'm like moving my hand in front.
That might be because of your skills, because I don't see anything.
There's a string on everyone leading this way.
Icarus speaks up. You see the strand, and he kind of gestures towards the one attached to him, and he clearly knows exactly where his strand is.
Oh shit. You can see that too?
I can see mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
How does
glad
that
when,
work out?
I'm
How
glad
do you
when
see
Jericho
that?
sees something
You're such a
that
skilled,
everyone
interesting
believes
fellow.
him.
all
No, seriously, Icarus, how can you see that? That's actually a question.
he kind of
It's
side
'cause
eyes the group. He kind of looks specifically at Victor.
Yeah.
Part of my heritage, I guess.
But Victor
Yeah.
can't see that.
Not yet.
Well, don't know. I mean, you're half angel and half. What?
Yeah, Victor did learn.
Maybe you're adopted.
Victor did learn that there's going to be a moment, or he could make a moment to where he could grab his own strand of fate and use it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And obviously, Victor has not had that moment yet.
Yeah. I mean, he pretty much says as much as like I can't do it yet, but I can. That's why they're so scared of Icarus and I, and however many other Nephilim are out there. It's because we can manipulate fate without being
You see Icarus.
bound to Lekabon.
Jericho, you haven't really ever had a direct confrontation with Icarus before, but even with you standing on top of this rhino, he's barely shorter than you. I say sitting on top of this rhino, he's like barely shorter than you, and he kind of looks up, meets your eyes, and looks intensely. You can see all of our strands.
Yeah. You can't.
No.
I'm sorry, my brain's like half dead.
Jericho's
worry.
flexing on Icarus. Well, you can't see that.
Who are your parents, Jericho?
I'm gonna be real. I don't think it involves my parents. I touched that weird soul shit, and now ever since I saw like the fabric of space leading to this man watching me,
Oh,
and now I just see a bunch of lines, a bunch of strands leading to one place.
do you think you may be blessed by an angel of some sort? Maybe
No.
Gabriel.
Icarus firmly says no. The only
Oh.
thing I know that could see every strand of fate would be a hubris itself.
What's that?
Did we not explain those to you, Jericho?
Well, I guess
We
that
can give you a
wasn't part
rundown
of the
again.
Jacob
sandwich
explained the
element.
sandwich, yes.
Okay, sorry. I guess that wasn't part of your
Okay, so
intro.
within you have the people that like make the sandwich.
Okay.
Quit with the fucking sandwich metaphors, Jacob.
Yeah, it's
Well,
terrible.
There are 5. Shut it. There are 5
No, the sandwich
beings.
works.
Hail,
No.
you shut it too. There are 5 beings that govern the different dimensions. All right, the one that governs this one is Lekabon. She's the
Okay.
Fate Weaver. She's the hubris of I don't know something heaven. Fuck it.
Well, yeah. Imagine if there was someone in charge of the
balance.
bread, and you had someone in charge of the meat and the lettuce.
Oh my fucking God.
And,
And
the
that's it.
mustard.
It works.
You have
It
the
works.
baker, you have the butcher.
She's in charge of balance, of fate, of shit like that.
What would that be? The bread?
I don't know if it has an equivalent.
I think it would be bread because balanced bread. There's 2 slices of bread in a sandwich, which is balanced.
No. I feel like
No.
condiments is what makes the balance, because that's what you add at the ending of it all to make sure everything's just right.
You know, if you keep
You know what?
You
That-
are-
that
you are-
sounds-
I want Jericho to put his hand in his head. He's clearly distraught and confused.
You are
by
just
this.
gonna
Is this more of a
confuse-
Sam sandwich, or is this more of like a basic like diner sandwich?
I'm sorry, Jericho.
Icarus
that
is starting
they
to
keep
look
confusing
pissed
you like
at
that.
like this confusion, and he kind of there's someone on the team that doesn't understand what all this is, and you guys are just
He just got here. All right, he's been here for a few days. Okay.
Y'all keep bringing up this sandwich, and every time I make it clear I don't understand it, you double down.
So the
I'm just
Icaruses
the way
are
they
kind of
explain
like
it correctly.
the 4 different horsemen of the apocalypse.
oh my god.
No,
this is
those are
overload
di-
information.
Those are different though.
But there is the 4.
So, am I a hubris? Am
No.
I a weaver?
Icarus
I doubt
speaks
it.
up. You were no hubris.
You know, that's who we're here to see.
There are 5, like your friend, and he gestures towards Victor, said. There are 5 dimensions, Earth being one of them. Our home, right? Heaven is
Okay.
another. That's 2 of the 5 dimensions. Each dimension has a hubris, a god, something that governs it, something that decides what reality is in that dimension. Lekabon, the Fate Weaver, the one who controls these any kind of gestures towards his strand of fate, these strands, and weaves them, is the hubris of heaven.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you for the better explanation. We're sorry about that, Jared.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, I think the sandwich works way better.
There's
Hell.
4 more. I assume that you guys will be seeking them out later.
Sarah was the nicest one for sure.
Technically, only 3 for we've already yeah.
We saved Sarah's life.
She's lovely, by the way.
The rest won't be so lovely.
Yeah.
I kind of figured. Speaking of the rest,
So y'all don't find it at all unnerving that we're fated to do this? Like, this is what they planned.
Well, they did warn us before we even met, by the way, Jericho, that Lycabon said, "Do not step a foot into heaven," and
We
then, like,
were-
gave Hale a vision of 1,000 deaths from Giannis.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I
we
did
did
tell
have-
you a lot that I died 1,000 times, right? And then, like, witnessed all
But
that. I'm
Jericho
pretty
didn't
sure
know
I
the
meant
context
that
behind
many times.
it.
I mean, I literally said I'm going to kill God because God made me see 1,000 of my own deaths.
He did claim that.
But
A lot.
Jericho didn't know that gods and Hebrises and Lycabon were all the same category.
I mean, what
Yeah,
would
I'm
the
gonna be
difference?
honest. I'm gonna be honest. Not everything's in black and white, Hale, and a lot of stuff from you comes out black and white. I need the finer details and things to truly understand,
The nuance,
rather
you know?
than your emotion.
Hale just hasn't been around the block that many times.
Hale's actually the youngest one here.
He's in touch with his emotions, and I put my hand on him and I shake my head yes and smile at him.
Oh,
You definitely haven't soul searched me, that's for sure.
that
Well,
can change.
I did that double-handedly, but sure. And then I pat his hand. I look back.
Alright, whatever.
You pat his hand?
I meant to say his shoulder, but I can pat your hand too. Like I hold it out, like back of the hand, a nice pat. You know.
I give him a little freeze.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's how it fucking goes around here, isn't it?
That's like the
third time now, Hale.
Let's force a habit.
See, that's a metaphor.
Hey, Fiora,
Yeah?
you know that perception check that you used to look out for things around you guys?
Stay on alert.
Yeah.
Prepare yourselves.
Yeah, I'm saying that you are alert, and from your success earlier for that check, you start to notice something.
Okay.
Like, little mini fissures, a little bit, like pads in the sand kind of open up to allow mist to start creeping up around you guys.
The environment changes. The ground is opening up, and there's some stuff
It's
coming
not
out.
the
so be
major
careful.
right now, it's just mist starting to form at the feet as you guys step through this flat surface.
I feel as if they're aware of our presence.
Remember the last time that mist came on us and we fell asleep and then we had a dream and then we were stuck in Lycabon frightened us? I think that's happening here. So we should try to not get mistied.
Yeah.
No Misty for us, no Sierra Mist.
No misty steps.
I felt like I could resist it last time, but it was incredibly hard.
Yeah, I will say it's staying lazy. It's staying at your feet. It's not going above it.
This seems more like a warning.
It's super duper thin. For the most part, unless you were looking out for it, you probably wouldn't even notice it.
Is this like Moonlord, where the music stops and like shit's about to get real?
No, it seems
Okay.
it seems like things are shifting subtly. That's all I can say. That's all I can warn you about.
Well, shall our strands of fate not get tangled, and we find the end of the string?
Can hail affect the mist at all?
Ooh.
Because mist is made out of water, right? So I mean, could I like?
Yeah, we can affect it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hail, clear the Red Sea.
I mean, like that would be a lot of
I
mana.
can move. Well, I could. No, I mean, but I can like make like a bubble around myself if I need to, right? Because I can move water around now.
you can do this, but as like a constant effect like that, it would still.
Yeah.
I'd say like for the entire walk there, it'd probably be about 5 to 7 mana.
I'm not trying to do it for the whole walk there. I just mean for future.
Like to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe I could probably protect someone who's close to me, but not super far away.
If you're gonna protect anyone, protect Cadence or Jacob.
Jacob.
Jacob does have the eyes.
Okay, Cadence has the blanket. Never mind.
Yeah, Cadence can just kicked out of heaven, which will be fine.
Cadence can handle her own.
Imagine getting yeeted out of heaven. Satan be like.
Well, Jacob can too, but he's got it.
Well,
Did Fiora just create Yeet?
You guys all hear the sound of a thunderous shake.
Oh.
ooh.
All around you, you start to notice the pillars. They lean. They start to shift. Grains start to fall.
That doesn't seem right.
Fiora, with that successful check and you noticing that things are shifting, I will give you a warning that the pillars are going to start losing integrity soon.
Guys, as a person who understands architecture, we need to get away from the pillars now.
Oh.
About to be
Ow.
an avalanche of salt and sand.
I will say there's a lot of pillars around. If anyone wants to make a quick perception check to see if there's, a way to not die from this.
This lucky son would love to do that.
All right.
I have pretty good perception checks.
I think we
today.
could just all try our hand at it, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best.
Jericho, I'll give you advantage on it for a particular reason.
Because I'm salty.
Yes.
Deja vu.
Deja vu.
What's the risk?
It's actually going to be pretty easy. Risk is a 10.
Oh,
It's a 10?
Mm-hmm.
okay.
It's super easy, guys. I only think one of you guys need to make the roll.
Wait, what was the risk again?
Jericho's. It was a 10.
Okay, yeah, Jericho got it.
Yeah. I will say, you guys are good. Jericho fucking succeeded. Oh my god, hell.
Hell doesn't do shit.
Hell dies.
Hell,
I get an XP.
You're still a little confused which way is exactly down, up, and left, because, the sense of gravity changing while you're on the rhino is a little fucky. But despite that, Jericho, the strands of fate tug at you. Ahead, you see it winding in a certain path, and you can see it through the corners of your vision. There's a large clearing. And as you notice it, you start to hear a thick crash as the bottom of one of the pillars in the distance just explodes, and the sand comes tumbling down, and the salt, and it hits another pillar, and it starts to create a domino effect. You guys can see in the distance, it's only a matter of time before this effect starts to reach you.
Can I, click my heels or whatever on the rhino and be like, get this horse to move quickly?
Oh no, this music.
Oh god.
Yes, so as you guys, everyone make a speed roll. All you need to do is make a roll above 20.
Hey, Kaylin. Am I paralyzed right now?
Paralyzed?
No, wait, shit. That's the wrong number.
What are you paralyzed?
Because of the doorknob.
Ooh.
Oh, good
From
shit.
a long time
I mean, you
ago.
passed either way, didn't you?
Yeah, but I rolled the wrong
Remind me
number.
about the doorknob.
I was supposed to, it was like, or I don't even know if it was a doorknob. I can't remember what it was from, but it was some random curse that Hale got that affected him 3 times when he got a critical fail.
Oh, you're right. Oh, let me pull it up.
Oh hell. Wait,
Yeah.
this is the wrong time to be paralyzed.
I
though.
mean, he's on his rhino,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, I'll be fine.
but
The
you are
rhino's not
paralyzed. You are paralyzed. For the
can the
current
rhino
moment.
still roll speed?
How long?
How long?
Yeah.
It.
I-
I'm gonna say for 3 turns.
Okay, cool, neat.
So everyone got above 20 except for Hale.
Well, Hale's on the rhino.
Yeah, he's on the rhino. He's on the rhino. That's fine. He's fine. That being said,
I don't get.
yeah, as Jericho kind of fucking tells you guys where the direction is, and you guys follow him, and as you guys kind of run, one pillar falling right behind you guys feel sand kind of launch up, hitting you in the back of the neck as loose little grains pelt all around until you guys come to this clearing.
Fuck, it's like the Grand Canyon again.
And the
To
clearing,
grandmother's house we go.
in the clearing, you guys are running, and behind you, sand starts to flow like a river, chasing after you. There's appears to be an endless plain that was laid out right here for you guys, very conveniently.
Hmm.
Man, let me turn this down.
Yeah.
We're being directed.
Fate
That's
drags us
almost,
to its path.
Well, we did walk in her house.
Time to break some shit, right?
Yeah.
We can
I'm
talk
very
about-
frightened of the powers that are here.
We should at least have a conversation first.
Let's have a dialogue.
But yes, probably time to break shit.
Yeah, as sand starts to enter this plane, it stops almost at a certain place, and then like all the sand starts to convex together, making a whirlpool around probably football stadium's radius fucking area for you guys, and it just starts to whirlpool around, leaving that space open for just a nice little opening.
We might get a Giannis entrance here. I'm not gonna lie.
As the sand starts to settle, eventually, from the eternity above, you do see a pillar start to descend, and a pillar start to ascend right below it, and a sphere starts to form. As it forms, it's not Lekabon herself, but you see a looking glass of her.
Hmm.
And below, you start to see the sand start to solidify into something sturdier, something harder at the base of this pillar. And Lekabon's image is casted through sand and salt, not her physical body, just a clone of sand and salt. And she kind of floats down from the pillar, grander than life itself, about 20 feet tall, and she shrinks down to about 6 feet as she stands in front of you guys, probably a good 20 feet away, not too close. And suddenly, an eerie silence overcomes everything. No shifting sands, no winds, nothing. You guys, everyone except Jericho and the NPCs, are familiar with this image of Lekabon. You start to see little spurts of flame shoot around her shoulders, her abdomen, her legs, her arms. As flames start to create, she looks over you guys. I thought I warned you not to come here.
Why is it we shouldn't be here with everything going on?
Your children are at war and you care about us.
Hmm.
You can't really see any kind of emotion on this glob of sand's face, but she kind of looks over you guys and simply kind of rubs her forehead. I care more about what is the best future than anything.
And that's fair, but why does that concern us unless we are a threat to your future?
Because you cannot see what future you strive for will result in.
We're
What
only
future
human,
is
it's fair.
that?
You are nothing but ignorant children. You don't know what your actions will cause.
And what future is that?
There's too many to count. And she kind of looks at you, Jacob, as you speak up. You might be able to see a few of them, but you can't see as far as I do. At this rate, as Jacob asks that question, she says, "Allow me to show you what you could cause. You guys can resist this, but she's going to attempt to show you some possible futures. Anyone want to resist that?"
Absolutely.
Am I allowed to resist?
You're probably gonna be the best one to resist if it's through mist.
Yes.
Bars.
Well, I'm paralyzed.
Everyone's allowed to resist. Oh yeah, you are paralyzed, aren't you?
Victor wants to find out.
But
He
that's
does
a
not.
thing of the mind, right? Paralyzation
Yeah, I'll allow
is like.
you to resist.
Thank God.
Victor doesn't. He wants to know.
Jacob
This is
does
just
not.
silly. I just want to see if I roll well. That's all I want. See if there's a possibility.
I'm gonna let you guys know it's not gonna be easy to resist.
No, I know. Well, because it's like this is just a curiosity thing. Catherine just wants to see if I can beat the risk. Like I want to see it either way. I just want to see what if I could beat it.
Quite literally, the only person here that could realistically have a good chance of resisting is Jacob, but he has special circumstances.
Fair.
What's
That
the
risk
risk?
is really high then.
It was a strange set of circumstances.
Yes. So who's all resisting?
I am.
So 1,
I am.
2.
I'm just doing it for shits and giggles. This isn't like a legitimate resist.
Okay. Risk of 80.
Okay, let's see.
That's only. I got 58.
Don't fuck with my head.
Yeah,
you
this
fool.
isn't real.
God.
Promise this isn't real. Okay, that's not real. I was just curious. Also, goddamn,
22?
Fiora.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hale.
I see the vision. I did not resist. I wanted to see it. I just wanted to try.
And you got XP out of it though, so you gave the system. Oh shit.
Oh no, I it was just for funsies, so I won't give myself any XP for that.
Yeah, you see like sand start to pick up and mist start to creep out of the sand. Everyone that didn't resist, everyone except Fiora. Fiora, you're left here. Tell me exactly how you resist. Do you just mentally refute it? Or do you do something physical to stop the mental effects? What do you do?
After everything with Malice, I feel like Fiora has some like mental tricks to keep voices out of their head now.
Okay. You do manage to do this. I will say this this is a legendary feature of each hubris. You're not failing. You are succeeding. You are resisting, but they have something called, what is it named? Is it impenetrable aura? There's something, and all the ability is that even when you fail, you can feel their power and essence around you. So even though that you know you resisted, you feel like the weight of the world is being pushed into your head, and you are pushing it back right now.
Yeah, I feel like if everyone didn't resist, they're fine, but because I'm resisting, there's probably like a legitimate physical strain on Fiora right now of like, oh shit, I can feel this. As if I'm not seeing the vision, but still feeling the pressure.
That being said, as you guys are all swept up in this mist and sand that swirls around each of you, flames start to spout, darkness overcomes you. And then slowly light begins to appear. Each of you find yourself looking back to various places on Earth. All of you here, or all of you are together, and you see Lekabon once again in this black, empty void around a single fire in this inky void. Hale, this is the place where you saw your 1001 deaths. This time, you guys are not held down. She isn't having you guys held in a prison in this area. You guys are free to walk around and move around. Humans need to be cold. They are wicked. And you guys like see her shaking. She is clearly distraught. Specifically at the image of Jacob. And you can see you can see her true visage, or what she is showing you as her true visage. And you guys can see she has like horrible complexion, bags under her eyes. Her skin is turned like a gray palish color. Even though that she wears that blinder in her eyes, you can see the bags coming down on her cheeks. She's gaunt. It looks like she is weak, shaking. And as she kind of looks over the fire, she starts to swirl it. If you guys continue, allow me to show you some of what you could bring upon everything. Humans are the most dangerous of every creature here. They are the reason that everything will happen with the embrace. And as the fire swirls, you guys are caught up in this image of the future and depictions of the future. So, starting off, she narrates, shows an image of what looks to be a beach. You see some waves crashing along it. It's grayish. It looks like it stormed just the day before. And you hear her voice, not even 100 years from now, humans will develop and move past just ants on this cosmic hill. They'll create weapons that can turn vistas into graves, and a flash of lightning comes from the sky, and as the lightning flashes, you guys see almost like a videotape of a bunch of people landing on beaches, guns that are shooting faster than rain, pelting them as they get off the boats, grand structures built on the warheads, and barricades and horrible things, and as humans are mowed down one after the other, explosions all across the beach, corpses begin to pile up, and then lightning flashes again, and it's just an image of a still beach, crows cawing in the distance, picking apart the remains of the humans that are left. And it's just a mass grave. This could happen within your lifetimes.
War has always been around. Why are you worried about it now?
War only gets worse. As you develop and create new things, war gets worse. And the imagery changes again. And for the first time ever, you guys look from the sky. It looks like you guys are walking on the sky itself in the clouds. And you see something quite amazing. You see a human, what looks to be in one of those new car things that have been made, but it's flying through the air with wings. A man flying in the air. And then you see, as it flies, there's other humans accompanying it. And over a city, you start to hear the embers of fire start to burn and crackle down below. As you see all these flying machines dropping bombs of napalm fire down below, so completely engulfing an entire city. You guys, humans, develop and destroy everything. This is beyond what an archangel, what a demon, what any other creation can do. You need to be cold. Anybody have anything to say?
Are you
You're
just
showing us all of this war and destruction. Surely this isn't happening everywhere.
She kind of snaps, and you see the image again rework itself in the flames, and you guys are caught within a new image. Blinks. Every time you guys blink, you're in a new location. You're separated temporarily as you see most of Europe engulfed in this war. Planes bombing all over the Eastern Europe, Western Europe. You see Africa and the Middle East. You see islands in the U.S. Fires, explosions, war throughout the entire world.
Are you just mad you can't control us? Fully?
I'm
Brings you
mad.
so much pain, surely you could stop it.
I'm not mad that I can't control you. I'm mad that you do not see your own danger that you impose. You will destroy not only yourselves, but beings of other dimensions. Your very home, Earth, and she quickly snaps. And all of you guys, this is the most pleasant imagery you've seen so far. It's just a nice, peaceful town. It has foreign architecture. Actually, you guys saw something similar to a lot of this architecture within Respite. The landscaping woman.
Oh no.
You see sliding doors. You see people carrying baskets and barrels, living their lives normally. These are citizens, normal people. And you hear a whistle. And then a flash. And nothing but shadows are left behind. This is less than 100 years from now. Do you truly have faith that humans could redeem themselves in any way from this horror?
Can you see beyond that?
That's what I was gonna ask, motherfucker!
Good question.
I see every possible future. She snaps her hands, and you guys see the flames rework themselves once again. And here you see a society, a city that seems unimaginable. Something that you'd read in a science fiction book by H.G. Wells or something. He did release a book by this time period.
Thank you.
Skyscrapers, grander than anything you could ever imagine, reaching up to the heavens, almost like the pillars that you've seen recently. Roads everywhere you can see, cars that look all different shapes and sizes, and people walking everywhere. Strange clothes that you've never seen before. People holding something up to their ear and talking kind of like you guys do with a can.
Oh my.
Holy shit, did we invent cell
Jacob
phones?
just kind of leans over to Hale, or not Hale, Victor. It's like, they all got one.
I wonder if they say sincerely.
And you guys see in the center of this city, blinks go by, and you see days and years go by in this era of amazing technology. And then you see a bunch of people counting down as a clock ticks, and up above a ball drops, and fireworks that spell out the word 2028 comes through the sky. And as the bomb drops, the image shifts to another bright flash. And you guys seem to be standing outside observing the Earth itself as it's encompassed in fire. And Lekabon lets out, "So many futures I see of you humans destroying everything, leaving this Earth barren.
What do
Why?"
you suggest? We just lay over and die?
Yes.
Do you only make a habit of looking at all the negative things?
I intend to keep the balance of everything as much as possible. I look at everything positive and everything negative. And you can see that her eye twitches a little bit. Like, again, her eyes are covered, but you see her cheek twitch as almost like involuntary response. Can I get Jericho and Jacob to make a perception check for me?
Yeah.
Cook you too.
Yeah, I think her eyes are on the fritz.
What's the risk?
69.
Jacob, your risk is going to be 30. Jericho, your risk is going to be 40.
I'd like to return my risk, please, and get a new one.
Oh, fuck yeah, Jacob. W.
Okay.
Get the dub.
I do want to see Jericho roll his also.
I'm going.
Never
Never
lose
lose
Jope. Okay, so
Jope.
both of you succeed. So, Jericho, first off, you start to notice something. You start to notice all strands of fate kind of. The weave doesn't look like you can see down the line of what she's been weaving. And it used to be extremely neat, but it's slowly become more and more unruly. And if you take this as consideration of time and fate, recently things have gotten out of hand for some reason. But you do notice one thing with you and your connection to fate in the strands of it. You can follow them. She sees strands of fate to the future. You can follow and see them yourself. Jacob, with your artifact in your skull, you notice that you can shape the fire that she is shaping. The thing that is showing everyone the futures. You can link yourself to many possible futures, and technically you could allow the party to do the same.
And I link us to a future where Lekabon is complete.
Lekabon is complete? Oh, so like...
With the eyes.
Okay, well, first off, I do, before that happens, keep that in your back pocket.
Okay.
So I will say, for right now, until you open it up to the party, you're the only one that can do this, and so can Jericho.
Ooh.
But at any moment in history that you know about between 1889 to now, to show her, the not bad parts of humans and the evolution of them.
Yeah, that I was gonna get there. I just wanted to see
if there was a possible future.
Yes. But
yes, there's multiple possible futures.
Let's do a little stroll of good humanity.
Hundreds, thousands, infinite futures where she's whole, she's complete. By some, it's the standard that was placed upon her when creation was made, something that she didn't fully want to be. Some feels right to her, some it doesn't. In an infinity, there's always every type of outcome, and she kind of twitches her eye, and she can't quite tell that you two can see the futures that she's weaving or seeing, but she twitches her eye, and again says, "There is no hope but a barren existence. I don't want to kill every human. I want to just make sure that they're kept under check."
Well, sorry to tell you, we humans aren't good at doing what we're told. And I think Jacob is going to maybe. Does it have to be a future like I know, or can it just be like something? Can I just look for something?
I will say, because I want you to completely narrate what we see and what the party sees, I 100% would hope it's something that you know, but you can take some like fictional liberty to it.
Oh, I was going to weave the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
After saying like,
I'm
you know.
gonna full on burst into tears.
Wait, now I kind of wish Fiora was there for that. That's fucking stupid of me.
Derek is there though.
Okay, Derek, come on, change
Derek,
your
this is how we change.
Guys, we saw racism.
Touch the fuck out of Derek.
I'm actually crying. I gotta
Okay.
mute.
Zane, I do want you,
Oh,
like I
man.
said, you can take some fictional liberty to it, but to the best of your ability, just weave us the future that you see, that Jacob sees of the civil rights movement.
I think maybe you see the people like marching with their signs through the streets. I think you see people coming together in this huge organization of effort, this huge human project. People coming together to do this, to make change happen. I think you see Martin Luther King, giving the speeches that he gave.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe you even see the address from the White House to desegregate the U.S. and all of the effects of that. You see people coexisting happily together from all ethnicities, and you just maybe even like it kind of shifts into like you see the first rocket to shoot into space, all of the grandest achievements of humanity.
Yeah. As everything whizzes by everyone, you guys hear and see everything. You guys are there. You experience it. Moments in history that have not yet happened. You know they are grand, even though that these probably won't happen in your lifetime. You hear the words, "I have a dream," and you feel it. Echoed across millions of lives, screened to everyone. Only a few years later, screens show man stepping on the moon. Lekabon kind of, again, twitches. That still doesn't outweigh the destruction of everything. Again, if anyone has, if Jacob wants to open it up to anyone taking the mic stand, you can.
I think
maybe just open it up to the Dream Team, because I feel like Derek and Icarus might mess this up.
Jericho, you are able to do this, you're just not able to open it up to other people.
See, I don't know if I can cook like that man just did.
I legit have tears streaming down my fucking face.
Well, so, Jacob, right now, would you like to open it up to anyone?
I think I would like to open it up. Cadence is here, right?
Cadence
everyone
is here.
Everyone except Fiora is here.
I would like to open it up to Cadence, the one that usually has the most hope and love for
no.
You could just open it up generally to the party, and then the party.
I guess so. I'll do that. I'll give it to the
okay,
give it to the people.
Okay. Yeah. So
Power to the people.
anyone have any moment that they'd like to narrate of human history that happens between 1889?
Come on, reach into your bag, guys. There's so much in human history that would be positive, right?
If it could be a small, hopeful story, it could be whatever you think that this god needs to see.
Hmm.
You can see that she's kind of looking frantically, her head twitching back and forth, trying to find back what she was focused on before. And now that she knows that you have that control, she's trying to take it away, but literally you have the fail-safe to, in case she got overpowerful.
What about that Thai family, the Thai husband and wife who planted 20 million trees in 40 years?
Oh.
Because that's given life to the earth itself.
I'm so sad you're not here for this, Fjord.
Oh, I can cook with history right now.
I think if no one else is going to take the stand.
I just don't have anything to say that falls into the lines of using history. I have something to say, just not.
I mean, Cadence. This is super pertinent to Cadence. It is the and I don't mean to piggyback, but I mean, women's suffrage movement was also absolutely incredible and important.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah!
And so, I feel like that's important to Cadence, especially as a domestic violence victim. So I think she grasps at moments of that, seeing where she doesn't have to feel lesser.
Hell yeah!
And
just
and I think that it's kind of at the forefront of like things can be bad and things will be bad, but I think that people will always fight for something greater than themselves because that's inherent to humanity. Because humanity itself is a balance. It's not just her. There's good and there is bad, and that is our responsibility to do good, and so people will always strive to do good. So. And she also thinks of a moment in Italy where this girl got engaged to this guy, and it was really cute, and that gave her hope for humanity.
That's funny. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to say, Kenny, it doesn't necessarily need to be 100% historical. This is an infinite possibility of infinite futures. So you can create a fictional thing.
Bro,
mine doesn't even
just clap Thanos like.
God damn it! No.
Just heard the ending of Endgame.
Oh my god!
God fucking damn it! I have an idea though.
Tony Stark.
No, God damn it! God damn it! I have an idea.
Yeah, what's your idea, King?
Holy shit! I'm dead.
I think it's probably like a college lecture hall, you know, one of those big ones. There's 300 something. There's hundreds of students in there, and it's an anthropology lecture, and the professor is discussing there are like remains on the there's like a body on the screen, and they're like skeleton. And they're discussing how some of the very first signs of civilization that we ever see in archaeology is a healed femur, because essentially the first sign of civilization of society is compassion. The femur is the strongest bone in the body, and it breaking takes weeks to heal. You could not hunt, you could not gather. So that healing shows that there were people around them to carry them through it, and that they weren't left to the wayside. Yeah, it's a healed femur. Yes, with Victor's leg injury. Yeah. Also, if anyone else wants an idea, just do Stonewall and the AIDS crisis.
I mean, everyone.
If you want, for keeping
you
up
do
with
the Haitian Revolution of the slaves bringing up their own country.
I think Jacob's gonna be a little bit selfish, and
Sure.
he's gonna show some kind of vision of him with his daughter. Maybe like pushing her on a swing, taking care of her, building the home.
I will say there's definitely a future out there where you have a daughter. It's not the same daughter. You can only see points of the future from this point in time. Nothing in the past can be changed.
Can't show the past.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
Random alternative universe daughter.
Yeah.
I think Hale
that'd be alternate
might
universe.
go look upon like her with her children back together again and not in this.
Holy
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Wait. Narrate the scene out for me.
As the Angel family opens up this vision.
God damn it.
Of you see like you see Cassiel and you see like Kushiel sitting to okay. Is that still possible, Kaylin, or no? Is that kind of not?
Anything's
Maybe not
possible.
Kushiel. Maybe a different person from that
It
side.
is not
Maybe
possible.
maybe pick like anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, Cassiel and
Oh my god, the guy, the angel, who is
Gabriel?
like
Michael.
Oh, it's
Gabriel.
Michael.
It's Michael that left, but he did commit some murder. So.
And
Just
Michael
someone from the other
too.
side, and then Cassiel. Honestly.
Maybe it's like a grand feast of
Oh,
them
hell
together, they fixed it, they saved the day, everything's back to where it should be, and they're celebrating being back together as a family.
I'm gonna note one detail
Mhm.
for one character to notice something in this possible future. You see the siblings that seem the closest here in this image is Cassiel and Michael.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, Hale's also gonna be a little bit selfish and see a future where he sees he meets his parents.
It exists.
Oh.
Sweet.
Oh.
You should message me what they look like if you want. to
I'll
describe
send you a
it right
picture.
now.
I'll send you a picture. It's like a flurry of details, but you see an image of a future of you in tears and someone older embracing you.
Can I see an address?
Lamau.
Social security number.
Social security.
Villain address.
I'm gonna say no. Specific details about the future won't be able to be garnered out here, because
It's like
also
an
at the
AI
same
generation.
time it's infinite futures. So the likelihood that this address is going to be the address in your timeline is a little iffy.
Minimal.
Yeah.
Pretty slim.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So, going once.
Hmm.
Going
I'm sorry.
No,
I can't
mean,
think of anything. The fucking femur got me good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Civil rights was fantastic. It was all fantastic.
No, literally every single thing you guys have chosen so far is great.
As all these images kind of bombard this hubris and each of you individually, the fire comes to a calm. Lekabon has regained control, however temporarily, and you can see that she is shaken. Whatever she was focusing on before, it's lost to her. Now, I have a specific mechanic with the hubris / Lekabon. There's a certain amount of points that they need to cross before they are willingly agreeing to, not do what they want to do. Right now, you need a success on every roll to do this. After all that shit, I'm giving you guys 2 points. You need 4.
Nice.
And after that kind of happens, she kind of shakes, and you can see that like her shaking arm kind of knocks over the embers and the coals, and as that falls, everyone kind of just drops back into reality, and you're before the sand clone of Lekabon again. Fiora, you see everyone kind of like, they were kind of like staring upwards into the sky for a while, and they all start to slowly kind of get back into their own skin as that presence that was pushing down on you.
You guys took so long.
I will say this is an interesting
I'm
thing
out of
for you,
breath.
Fiora. To you, it felt like, you know, just a minute or two, which is a long time when you're like getting pushed on. To them, they were probably there for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes,
Damn.
however long that really took.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
So, did you all see your deaths or something? Like 1,002 of them?
No.
I saw a lot of positive things actually.
Yeah, that should be great.
Fiora.
You can see the sand, like, featuring Lekabon kind of falls to its knees, and clumps of its face and body are not being able to stay intact. If you will not stand aside, you are an enemy.
Instead of working against us, why don't you work with us?
She kind of, you see her head shake like incredulously. What would working with you ever accomplish? If you want to
Maybe
let's
we
make a
can
persuasion check to.
It would accomplish everything that you just saw.
Someone
And doesn't that mean something?
Someone's gonna have to roll for this one.
Can I roll?
Yeah, you can roll.
Yo, can I help her?
I will ask. Anyone can provide their blood-based stat to this.
I would love to.
I
Okay.
would also love to.
Well, one person.
Wait, is it
can.
multiple? Okay,
One
never mind.
person
Not
can.
me.
All right.
Not me. Not
Blood.
me.
Yeah, any of you doing better than a 12?
No.
Oh.
Okay,
No.
that's what I fucking thought.
Not Hale.
I feel like everything that we showed her, that is sugar helps the medicine go down.
Oh yeah.
Sigh. Okay. Okay. This is so fucking stupid. Can I sing a song?
One love. One
to
love.
help
party.
convince her to,
I just
You
to not
know.
ruin the moment. I'm gonna say you can speak in prose.
okay. Thank you.
Just to not ruin the moment.
Everybody here is
Come on.
singing and loses
You're
2
like
points.
fucking having a mental breakdown. Some bitch goes, "Don't be sad, just be glad."
I would end it all. Like,
Yo, that's fair.
I'm
Yeah.
returning to visions of nuclear bombing.
that would be my 15th and 16th reason why, dude.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, if someone just said, "Don't be sad, Lamau."
When you can be glad. And I was like, uh-oh.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just add up my numbers first, and then I can think about the fucking thing I'm gonna do.
I feel like
Does
additions-
she look beaten and battered? Like, I'm trying to appeal to her emotions
Like-
here, and she's like literally falling
Yeah,
apart. Like the
because you-
sand of her being is
You did say
scattering.
she's
She's
falling apart,
losing her
right?
sense of self, and I need to make her feel whole again.
I'm gonna say no for
Ah!
because beaten and battered is usually more applicable to a specific type of beaten and battered.
Okay.
Usually abuse. Which, trust me, no one's been abusing Lekabon.
That's fair. She's
only-
been abusing herself.
I was gonna say, what about her? Huh?
That's-
She's got like
That's pretty
a
fucking
self-sacrifice like kind of like mentality where it's like I have to do this like terrible burden for the good of the people, but it's like hurting her. Like that is like Catholic guilt.
I'll allow it. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I base her character on. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel it. Okay. I gotta think of a rhyme.
Can I give a
That's
plus 4? for
No.
My blood?
Chris said only one of us can do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
only one.
Bro,
Never
we
mind,
gotta
sorry.
stop Lycabon from entering to everything bagel.
Yeah.
It's just straight up, we gotta be like Evelyn, Michelle Yeoh right now, as a group.
Yeah.
just want to do laundry and taxes.
Okay, and then I will say, though the strands of fate, though the strands of fate are tangled and entwined, a brighter future we'll surely find. Does that work?
Yes.
How much? Okay.
I'll give you a +2 for that.
Okay, I'm rolling a 90.
Oh,
Risk
dear
of 80.
God.
And I still have my advantage roll.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, do you really? I guess.
I don't need it.
Yeah. I mean, you can roll to see if you crit.
I
Don't
mean,
waste it.
yeah, I don't want to waste it. I need to do
That's
for the next one.
That's brave.
That's
Yeah.
vanity.
Yeah, as you kind of say that, you can see her, like, the sand that she is being made out of right now begins to vibrate, like, not being able to hold itself together. It doesn't matter what we saw. There's an infinite more. Just the opposite. Doesn't matter. I have to do it. I have to. It's for the good. It's for the good. And you can see all the sand collapses and she's gone. And that statue that began to form at the base of the pillar behind her is complete now. Hale, your PTSD immediately triggers as this 3-headed statue. You notice it's large. A second, let me pull up my notes.
That god is ill.
We just need one more point, you guys. We just gotta figure out how to get her one more point, and then she's on our side.
Yeah, as she kind of dissipates, you notice all the sand that's all around you guys has a sudden boom as it's all flattened to a flat plane, and then all of a sudden the mountain begins to peak up as everything begins to shift upwards and upwards and upwards and upwards. This mountain at the very tip top of the peak, all of you guys are kind of pushed a little bit against the floor, and you have to brace yourselves as the pure speed that this mountain raises from the sand lifts you guys up. And this 3-headed statue, everything begins to cease. No movement. And then you hear a small and then a slow rhythm starts to take sound as you hear
Oh, gee, it's the Balrog.
Calm down.
First, it's slow and irregular, but insufferably loud, like something beating against your eardrums, which is strange because you haven't had anything reach your ears in this dimension that heavily, and it surrounds you and reverberates through your bones. With each beat, you start to notice cracks forming on the statue up ahead. The tempo starts to pick up, ba-doom, 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 and it finds a steady beat. It becomes loud and thunderous. Each beat starts to spurt sand up from the mountain, and little pillars begin to form out on the other edges of the fucking eternity away from this mountain. The colorless scape of and dashing color across the canvas around you. With each beat, it sounds louder, and the flames, and then the flames start to begin to form around the mountain, all around on the statue itself. Through these cracks, flames start to spurt out with each beat, and it's hot. It gets hot, hot, hot. With each beat, it sounds louder and louder and louder. The flames grow constantly, and eventually a torrent starts around you guys, winds akin to a hurricane. Suddenly your ears are met with a voice. The voice of fury itself pings amidst the winds, slowly screaming the sentence, "Be afraid.
I knew it was gonna be that shit.
I am chaos." And we're going to end the session there.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what?